Hello, I'm Fabian Priya with Elbc Newsline. Today is Tuesday, February 24, 2026, and these are our top stories.
There are key communities in Liberia that do not have access to communication, and we feel that the
House of Representatives investigates Lone Star and Orange GSM over reported network disruptions across Liberia. Supreme Court mandates criminal court seat to resume corruption trial of former Finance Minister Samuel Tue and four others.
submitted for consideration support of our police.
Montserrat County Senator Abraham Dyrus Dillon pushes for enactment of Liberia Petroleum Refining Company into law and of the home from trafficking victims stranded in Cambodia, state Kenyan government to court repatriation. These stories and much more, including sports, the weather report, the news in Liberian English and French, with first Pastor Talu and the news bulletin.
Members of the House of Representatives are investigating the management of Lone Star and Orange GSM over reported network disruptions across Liberia. The lawmakers believe both GSM companies are underperforming, thus negatively affecting residents who rely on their services. The investigation follows the communication from Nema County District 3 lawmaker Neka Gay. Representative Gay wants the GSM providers expand network coverage, improve service, particularly in rural communities. According to him, access to internet and call services in rural areas is nearly impossible, undermining the livelihoods of residents. Meanwhile, the House has mandated this committee on telecommunications to pub the situation. Lone Star and Orange GSM will appear before the committee to provide reports on their services and outline steps to better serve the public. The Supreme Court has mandated criminal court C to resume trial proceeding into the economic sabotage case involving former Finance Minister Samuel Tue and four other defendants. Our judicial reporter said the mandate from the High Court was read in open court on Tuesday. In its clarification, the Supreme Court stated that the constitutional impunity applies only to the president and does not extend to other government officials. Meanwhile, Liberia Solicitor General Counsel Augustine Faya has expressed excitement for the Supreme Court's mandate, adding that the trial will proceed swiftly. Lawyers representing Clark Foundation has taken flight to the Supreme Court after the request to quash the asset recovery subpoena was denied. The management of Clark Foundation's request to the court was seeking to prevent them from producing documents that led to the construction of said premises. The earlier argued that producing documents against themselves was self-incriminating and violated the rights under the 1986 Constitution. Though the asset recovery team chairperson rejected claims from Clark Foundation, saying their applications to the court was consistent with law on grounds that they were conducting an investigation. The president of the Liberian National Bar Association has resigned. His resignation followed months of hauling and pulling among lawyers regarding his exit following his appointment by President Joseph Boakai as chairman of the Law Reform Commission. Councillor Bonavama earlier made a solemn declaration before his membership of the LNBA that upon his commissioning by President Joseph Boakai as chairperson and CEO of the Law Reform, he would resign as president. In keeping with his word and in the interest of institutional integrity, his resignation takes immediate effect. The decision, he said, is not one of separation from the bar, but rather a reaffirmation of enduring commitment to the rule of law. Councillor Varma said he remains a proud member of the bar and will continue to collaborate constructively in strengthening legal reforms, professional standards, and access to justice. Montserrat County Law Senator Abraham Dyrus Dillon has proffered a bill seeking the enactment of the Liberia Petroleum Refining Company into law. In this communication accompanying the instrument, Senator Dillon said LPRC has been operating as a public entity to engage in regulation, importation, distribution, and sale of refined petroleum products under an article of incorporation. The Monserrado County Senator added that the proposed act will amend and repeal provisions of the 1989 Act granting LPRC the exclusive right to regulate, import, store, and distribute petroleum-related products in Liberia.
Retail and all that stuff. So all of those into proper perspective. So LPRC can have this a defined statutory function with the governance structure. So who can be appointed? What authority can appoint who at LPRC?
Senator Dillon maintained that enacting the LPRC into law would give the entity a governance structure to function properly as a statutorily established agency of government, and also noted that the bill will clearly define the role of LPRC as a regulator or engaged in the distribution and sale of petroleum products. The European Union Liberia Business Forum is currently taking place in Brussels, Belgium. It is being held under the theme "The Act in the Arrest Invest in Liberia 2026." The forum, according to the government, marks a new step in EU-Liberia economic relations. It said both partners aim to expand trade, attract sustainable investment, and support Liberia's economic reform agenda. A release is quoted as saying the event forms part of Liberia's national investment promotion strategy backed by the European Union. The forum seeks to present investment opportunities valued at over €1 billion. The Turkish government military attaché to West Africa, Ahmed Paki, says his country stands ready to support the Liberian army through capacity building initiatives. Chancellor Paki made a disclosure during a courtesy visit to Liberia's Defense Minister, Brigadier General Geraldine George Johnston on Tuesday. Both leaders discussed ways to strengthen bilateral defense cooperation between Liberia and Turkey, with emphasis on expanding training opportunities for personnel of the AFL. Minister George Johnston welcomed the visit and reaffirmed Liberia's commitment to deepening defense ties with Turkey. She outlined priority areas, including defense intelligence, Coast Guard operations, and information technology. The visit is expected to further strengthen defense relations between the two countries and pave the way for expanded collaboration and training support. A delegation from the Health Ministry is in Rwanda as part of efforts to strengthen Liberia's health data systems and accelerate the rollout of its National Health Intelligence Center. According to a dispatch, the team will engage with Rwanda's Operational Health Intelligence Center and review the implementation model of science technologies. The release added that activities include live system demonstrations, field engagements, and high-level strategic planning meetings. The team, led by Deputy Health Minister for Policy, Planning, and Monitoring for Evaluation, Malaya Shehu, includes directors from Health Information Systems, Monitoring, Evaluation, and Research. The release noted that the immersion is designed to strengthen technical capacity, align leadership priorities, and refine Liberia's roadmap for executing its own health intelligence reforms. The Civil Service Agency has suspended several employees of PB Hospital for 1 month without pay following the protests that disrupted operations at the facility. Deputy Information Minister Daniel Sando disclosed that the action followed a meeting between hospital authorities, the PB Workers Association, and the CSA to address grievances concerning salaries and administrative issues. Minister Sando said despite the agreement to engage constructively, some workers allegedly blocked access to the hospital and exposed patients' privacy by allowing media personnel into restricted areas. The Deputy Minister disclosed that the CSA described the action as a violation of civil service standing orders and confirmed that an investigation is on the way. Volunteer instructors at Sando County School System have appreciated the government for adding them to central government payroll. According to them, the ministry employed 123 volunteer teachers in the county. They told our correspondent that those who were employed by the Education Ministry have been volunteering for at least 5 years. Our correspondent told the instructors of expressing gratitude to the Liberian government for the swift intervention in addressing their concerns. Meanwhile, Sando County School System is urging government to keep prioritizing the welfare of teachers across the country. The president of the University of Liberia, Dr. Lady Mapaya, has affirmed Azata Hawa as the legitimate valedictorian of the law school's 105th graduating class following an internal review. The decision comes after concerns were raised by Liberian activist Martin Colley questioning for academic standing. According to the university, authorities reviewed relevant access or records, consulted academic officials, and assessed the performance of top students before reaching a conclusion. The administration says the selection followed established procedures, noting that the valedictorian is determined through the registrar's recommendation and approval by the faculty senate. Meanwhile, Dr. Mapaya is urging that academic grievances to be addressed through internal mechanisms to protect the integrity of the institution. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, and the Spanish Agency for International Development Cooperation have signed 2 agreements. The agreements signed under the ECOWAS AECID Cooperation Program 2025-2028 aim to strengthen regional resilience, inclusion, and integration across West Africa. The partnership will prioritize rural development, gender equality and equity, and the empowerment of women and girls while supporting key sectors in line with ECOWAS Vision 2050. Speaking at the signing ceremony, ECOWAS Commission President Dr. Omar Aliyu Toure described the cooperation as the largest of its kind with any regional economic community in Africa. In remarks, the director of AECID, Anto Gracia, reaffirmed Spain's long-standing commitment to West Africa, describing the program as a transformative initiative backed by a budget of 16 million euros. Marangiri County Superintendent O.J. Morris says 1,000 acres of land has been procured by the county authorities for rice and cassava farming. Presenting the 6-month performance report Monday, Superintendent Morris said the effort aims to support government's arrest agenda and create empowerment opportunities for residents. The Marangiri County Superintendent disclosed that the county has agreed to direct funds from its budget to agriculture.
Gideons, we have come to inform you that under my leadership have arranged 1,000 acres of land from the people of Gibi District, Margibi County, to embark on the project for Margibi to have our own farm. We want to focus on rice production and cassava production.
The Margibi County Superintendent revealed that the construction of a cassava factory to ease constraints faced by farmers to process their produce. Superintendent O.J. Morris is at the same time announcing the construction of an agriculture hub in Kakata City. And Bomi County Commerce Inspector Josh Outland has disclosed that over $1 million Liberian has been generated through business registration in the county. Mr. Outland said that there are 269 registered businesses, highlighting a major increment in revenue generation. According to our correspondent, business owners are said to be cooperating with the Commerce Ministry Inspectorate Division.
Pastor Tally